Hey everybody, my name is Zach Herbert. Thanks for tuning in again to today's video. And today is a topic very near and dear to my heart, and that's all about caffeine intake. If you know me, you know that I love my coffee and I love my Red Bull, as you might be able to tell from the fridge in the background. But today I really wanted to talk about what does caffeine actually do for your productivity? What does drinking a coffee do for your monthly income if you're an entrepreneur or your productivity as an employee? And a lot of times I hear all these people preaching about don't buy that $5 cup of coffee, this, that, and the other thing. But if you really can dial it back and think about, perhaps maybe this $5 coffee is an investment into me being more productive throughout the day. And I'm not saying go buy Starbucks every single day of the week for the rest of your life. I'm just saying that maybe all those naysayers about buying the coffee and spending that money and, in their opinion, seeing no return might not be 100% correct. So today I'm going to be going deep into two studies on how caffeine affects your work productivity and performance. And if you guys appreciate any of the time that I put into creating this video for you, please hit the like and subscribe button before we get started. But for now, let's jump right in. Now, it's no surprise that there is study after study after study about how caffeine affects us as humans. However, a lot of these studies were done in laboratories, so researchers went to work on two studies that actually analyzed people in the workplace and how they performed as a result of caffeine. The main goal of the researchers here were to determine how much caffeine changes alertness and performance during the workday. They also wanted to relate to how many cognitive failures and accidents happen at work and how that correlates with caffeine. In the first study that these researchers put together, 110 participants that were regular caffeine consumers had to complete a test at the beginning and the end of every workday on Mondays and Fridays. They were first asked to basically rate how alert they were feeling in the moment of filling out that survey, along with a reaction time test to see how responsive they actually were in relation to how alert they were feeling. These participants also had their caffeine intake tracked throughout the day, and these participants were divided into low caffeine consumers and high caffeine consumers. Now, before I tell you the results of that first study, let's talk about the second study and then group all the results together at the end here. So the second study involved an analysis of existing data, and that existing data came from two massive studies, one of them being Bristol Stress and Health Work, and the other being the Cardiff Health and Safety at Work studies. Researchers combed through these studies looking for relations between cognitive failures and caffeine consumption in 1,253 white-collar workers. They also examined the relationship between caffeine consumption and accidents at work in 1,555 workers that were extremely likely to have an accident at work. So what did these studies reveal to us about caffeine consumption at work? Well, the first study showed that all of the high consumption caffeine workers in the first study actually rated their alertness throughout the day, even on Friday afternoon, as higher than those that did not consume much caffeine. Not only this, but when it came to their reaction time tests, they had a much lower variability between their reaction on Monday morning and their reaction on Friday afternoon. Meaning that if you did not drink caffeine, you are performing much slower, even if you don't feel like you are on Friday afternoon, without caffeine as a booster to help you get through the day and be more alert and be more productive as a result. The second study revealed a clear association between less cognitive failures throughout the day, meaning you just can't make the right decision when you're drinking caffeine. And without caffeine, you are much more likely to have a cognitive failure. And not only that, but we were also able to see a higher likelihood that you have an accident at work when you do not drink caffeine. This was so extreme that drinking caffeine was found to literally reduce the likelihood of an accident or cognitive failure by half. And that's huge because if you're not drinking caffeine, it's almost proven to say that you are going to make some mistakes throughout your work week, rather than if you have caffeine, you are at a much more optimal level in terms of your performance and your decision making. Now, these findings clearly show that that $5 cup of coffee is not 100% wasted money, that $5 cup can be a really critical investment. If you just make one more smarter decision throughout the day, you are likely to put yourself on a better path if you make a lot more smarter, small decisions over the course of a year. So next time you go to grab a cup of coffee, you can smile knowing that you are doing the best possible thing for yourself in your workday. Not only do I really enjoy the taste of coffee now, but I really rely on it to make me perform at my highest level during the hours that I'm dedicating towards work and productivity. I wanted to say thank you for watching, and if you enjoy any of the things that I said in this video, or if you just want to say thank you for reading this boring study and putting it into a short video format, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if there's any other kind of relationships or studies that you might want me to do summaries about. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.